Microsoft aims to buy a gaming company for $69 billion. In what is by far the biggest ever takeover in the gaming industry, Microsoft agreed to buy Activision Blizzard, the company behind the Call of Duty series and Warcraft, for $69 billion. Microsoft is hungry for new content as it seeks to develop a Netflix for games which can be streamed from any device, such as phones, and not just a Xbox console. Gaming will play a key role in the development of metaverse platforms, stated Satya Nadella, Microsoft's boss. The worldwide job markets forecast after the COVID-19 crisis. Global job markets will take longer to recover from the COVID-19 crisis than had been thought, according to the International Labour Organization. Its latest forecast estimates that there will be 52 million fewer jobs in 2022 compared with 2019, and that a full recovery in 2023 remains elusive. Germany's supply chain faced many obstacles during the COVID-19 outbreak. Another surge in COVID and supply chain bottlenecks caused Germany's economy to shrink by up to 1% in the fourth quarter of 2021, compared with the third, according to an initial official estimate. For the whole year, German GDP rose by 2.7%, though output was still 2% lower than in 2019 before the pandemic. China lowered interest rates for the first time since April 2020. The People's Bank of China cut one of its main interest rates. The reduction was small, but a signal to markets that officials are prepared to act to stabilize the economy amid COVID and difficulty in the housing market. The main lending rate for mortgages was also cut. China's GDP grew by 4% in the fourth quarter year-on-year, the slowest pace since the depths of the pandemic. The economy officially grew by 8.1% for the whole of 2021. Inflation in Britain has reached its highest level since 1992. Britain's annual rate of inflation rose to 5.4%, its highest level in 13 years. Food prices are climbing at the fastest pace since 2008. Energy costs are also rocketing and are expected to soar even higher when the regulator's price cut lifted in April. The number of households under fuel stress, spending at least 10% of their income on energy bills, is set to jump. Positive report for the economy of England. In some good news for the British economy, GDP rose above its pre-pandemic level for the first time in November, although that was before Omicron struck. The value of oil peaked in the last 7 years. Oil prices hit a 7-year high as markets try to assess whether demand will outpace supply this year. Brent crude traded well, above $88 a barrel. The price has risen by 13% since the start of the year. 5G services at some airports are still delayed by AT&T and Verizon. AT&T and Verizon again postponed their rollout of 5G services at some airports amid warnings that the cellular towers could interfere with aircraft's navigation systems. Problems in energy prices are making EU governments struggle. Governments in the EU are also struggling to control the impact of higher energy costs. In France, EDF, an energy provider, saw its market value slide by a fifth after it said that the French government's attempt to limit rises in electricity bills will hurt its earnings. Japanese National Bank predicts its inflation continue to rise to 1.1%. The Bank of Japan raised its inflation forecast for 2022 to 1.1%, low by international standards, but uncommon in a country that has battled deflation for decades. Higher energy and food prices are feeding through to the economy, but with inflation still far below the central bank's 2% target, it sees no need to increase interest rates.